You're watching this because you've had a sudden floater in your eye, maybe one floater, maybe many floaters. Or you're watching it because you've had a flashing light in your eye. Or you're watching this because you see a curtain in your eye. Bottom line, let me tell you what this is and what we can do about it and what to fear and what not to fear. First, let's talk a little bit about the eye.
Frequently, tiny clumps of cells form inside the gel-like vitreous. The shadows these clumps cast on the retina are what we perceive as floaters. They can appear as dots, circles, lines, clouds, or cobwebs in the field of vision.
Everyone gets these clear type of floaters. But then at some point, every human being, if they live long enough, has the jelly suddenly collapse, and that plastic bag suddenly starts to tear off from the film of your eye, the retina. Now, if it comes off without causing any problem, no big deal. That's what happens to most people. Almost everyone might notice a floater, unless it happened in the middle of the night while they were sleeping. When this gelatin starts to come off, it's strongly attached to three different parts of your eye. One is the optic nerve, or the cable that connects your brain to the eye. When the jelly pulls off from that cable, you get a little round floater. Almost everyone gets that at some point. Now it's also connected to the blood vessels of the retina and the very far off retina. If, when it's pulling off, a blood vessel breaks, you might get lots of black floaters. Black floaters are different than clear floaters. Black floaters could be blood. That's why you might have come, and that's something we got to really watch. But often it's not dangerous. So what's dangerous? If in the peripheral of the retina, jelly can pull on a tag or a part of your peripheral retina that's sticky, and if the jelly bag pulls off and tears that peripheral retina, you can get a retinal tear. Why is that dangerous? Because the jelly bag gives you the oxygen to feed the retina. If the retina is not flat against the white part of your eye, it stops to breathe. So what do we do if we find a little tear? And remember, most of you with flashing lights and floaters will have no tears, will have no retinal detachment. But we're here to look at it. And if we find there's a retinal tear in the periphery, a very simple laser procedure can attach this retina and kind of burn or solder the tear to the back of the eye. Very simple, and it ends up being extremely strong within 10 days. It's why Moore Eye Institute finally made the decision to be one of the few centers in the country to have a specially designed laser for those black floaters. Yes, in a simple procedure, we can laser those black floaters and they disintegrate and they disappear. I don't do a lot of them because I think since all of us are going to get the black floater, you're going to get used to it. But for those of you that just can't deal with it anymore, we have a solution.